Sailing to Mexico.
Strong winds will cause hazardous seas which could capsize or damage vessels and reduce visibility.
That doesn't look quite right.
We can't get this close in the sailboat. We're Jason and Susie. In 2019, we bought Not Enough and learned how to sail her. After fixing up the boat, it was time for something bigger. While our new sailboat Envision has brought us new challenges, it also brings bigger adventures. We want to share those adventures with you, so join us as we have Adventures in Paradise. Before we go sailing, a nice December day popped up, so we couldn't resist taking our powerboat out for a quick spin. Now we can't get this close in the sailboat. A bunch of buzzards over here. Let's go see if we can see what they're eating. Could be that they're just like doing something else. This tide is only a 1.5 foot tide, so that's why all this is exposed. And in a couple hours we'll be up to about 3 feet, so this will be under all that. See that? That's all shells right there. Barnacles. Oh my god, if you ran into that with your boat, your power boat, that would spell disaster. This island here has 2 campsites, and this beach, like that's Clearwater Beach right there, those buildings you see. So like the fireworks on New Year's Eve are really good. So you could sit right here on this beach with your friends, have a camp, camp overnight, and then watch the fireworks here.
It's a pretty beautiful day today. Nice clear sunny skies. And it's surprisingly warm, even though it's only 75. We've been missing this, so we came out. It's turning out to be a fantastic day. There's a dolphin feeding off there in the distance. Probably can't see it, but we're gonna start the engines after this weed patch goes by. Here. Usually when you see these boat tour boats slowing down, it means they see a dolphin somewhere.
Part of the fun of having this powerboat is just being able to drive around and look at different sailboats.
That doesn't look quite right. Oh, there is a sign on it.
Got a notice on it.
That mast is all rusty.
It's still attached to where it broke off. You see that?
Man. Cousin Bill. That's in bad shape.
Yeah. The deck is still attached to the base of the mast where it broke off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's the boat we got married on.
We're going to go under this bridge and out into the Gulf of Mexico, right in front of Clearwater Beach.
Quite a few sailboats out here today. What do you think? Are you missing your sailboat right now?
Well, it seems like a good day for sailing, but it's nice to be out in this boat too.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, but it's time to go back and get some work done on our sailboat now. I have to get that solar project finished. These are the locks fasteners that I got to put the solar panel on the bimini top with. They worked out really well and were easy to install. You might remember back in episode 57, I was trying to work out the best location for the solar panel. I can't put it in the back of the bimini because I have a window to look up at the wind vane there. This location was the best for sun exposure, but I kind of liked the idea of putting it up on top of the spray shield or the Dodger, but then that proved to be a place that we hold on to a lot, and it would get in the way of that. We won't be leaving the solar panel up all the time. I'll just put it out and plug it in when we're going to use it. Otherwise, it'll stay up in our V-berth. We do need to get our bimini top redone, so I'll integrate the solar panel more at that time, but for now, it's pretty simple. I just basically removed the grommets that come in the panel and replaced those with the locks fasteners. Ran the cables down through the padding here on the back stays and right in through the transom of the back of the boat here. When the solar panel's not in use, I just stuff these ends into the padding end here, and it keeps them dry. Oh no, look at that. So this is where the cables ended up, but I can't reach them. I can't actually see in here, so I'm watching the GoPro camera feed on my cell phone, which is delayed a few seconds as I reach around with this giant screwdriver. All right. I got my battery, my solar panel, and my remote. It goes over to this thing. Let me go connect the solar panel outside, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing blows up. All right. Now it looks like we are charging. On the little remote screen here, it says we have 20.7 volts in the solar panel. I guess there's no amps because I'm not actually using any power. Well, now that that project's done, it seems like my lights went out again, so I'm going to replace my bulbs in the bow here. I'm going to get some LED lamps for it because these old incandescents just go out all the time. I think I've had enough of this fixing for one day. Let's go for a sail.
Entire west coast of Florida to include a small craft advisory and gale warning. For the gale warning, southwest winds 20 to 30 knots with gusts up to 40 knots and seas 6 to 11 feet are expected. For the first small craft advisory, south winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts up to 40 knots expected. Strong winds will cause hazardous seas which could capsize or damage vessels and reduce visibility. Mariners should hold their flags before getting out of position. Remain inboard in safe harbor. Keep your course and moors secure.
We just hit 6.3, 6.0. We got a nice, I mean, we only have, I don't know, it's supposed to be a 10 knots from over there, but 6.3 there. We're moving pretty good here. It feels pretty good. Today the plan is a little different. We are just going to go out into the Gulf of Mexico and aim away from shore and just sail offshore as far as we can get before we have to turn around.
It is 64 degrees and sunny, which makes a huge difference, that sun, but this is probably the coldest temperature that I'm willing to go sailing in.
I was just looking at the shape of the mainsail too, thinking about it and just wondering about adjusting some things, but...
Sailing to Mexico. How long do you think it would take us to get to Mexico from here?
A week. We're on a beam reach. And we're in the Gulf of Mexico, just kind of going nowhere. Just taking it easy. You know, I'm trying to see what it's like down here to just hang around while we're sailing. Nothing we can hit out here, and Susie's out there. But we're kind of beyond the crab traps. We're about 4 miles out now. Usually we're kind of actively sailing the boat, so it's not that often that we can just kind of do something else and not pay attention while the boat's just sailing along like this. The noise in the sink is because the drain there goes off the side of the boat, and we're on this tack. This side is the low side, and it's the water kind of comes up in here, so it makes that noise. Yeah. It's sunny out this way. We do feel lucky that we have both these boats to have all these adventures on, but lately we've been thinking of selling them both so that we can have bigger adventures. Stay tuned.